So today I'm going to be telling you how to tell better news stories using Tableau. So how can we tell better news stories using Tableau? Firstly, you've got to find a story to viz. And that pretty much depends on the relevance of the topic. Is it relevant to what's being covered out there in the news? So let's say The Voice, Black Panther, pretty much anything. It could be anything that you could cover. Then you've got to identify if the story you're visualizing is either a very quick visualization or it's timeless, hence the evergreen content term. Then you've got to understand how to access the data. Is it publicly available or is it unavailable to wrangle into a spreadsheet? And lastly, why should your audience care? Because you're designing that visualization for the user and your audience. So there's two simple ways of finding news-related data stories. You've got social media and you've got traditional and online media. Once you've figured all that out, you've got an idea, let's get the data. What happens if you found the data and you've wrangled it into a spreadsheet? What's next? We execute the story, part one. So this is a viz I did on the Royal Rumble, well, a history of the event. So what I did was I started to draw out the visualization before I actually built it in Tableau. So I think drawing helps me to conceptualize my viz as well as understand how I want my viz to look like on paper before I build it in Tableau. That leads me on to the second part. Once you've built it and published it and shared it on social media, you can get feedback from others. I like to use non-data viz users because it's the best litmus test to seeing if your viz is actually understandable. And then you've also got the Tableau community right here tonight, as well as the Makeover Monday community also on social media. Once you've got all that feedback, you can iterate it. And I think I did this viz on the Masters Snooker tournament, so I spent quite a bit of time iterating it, which was fairly fun to do. And then here's the final results. So on the left is looking at Formula One champions who have led from the front, whilst others have overturned the deficit. That's on the FT through John Byrne Murdoch. And then there's another one on the world of 7 billion people, which is quite a fascinating viz that was done by the BBC. So if you can do all that, then you've definitely informed your audience in the right way. And my final tips, stay updated with the news. You should really respond quickly for emerging stories with simple line graphs or bar charts. For evergreen visualizations, they should be given due care or attention. That could be historical or anything that's sort of related to a current event that's going on. Use the 5 W's, the what, the where, the how, the why, and the who to build and formulate your story so you're giving the audience the questions that you need for them to answer. Don't be afraid to interview people. A quote can add real impact to your story in the same way that a bang can. So it's giving the audience a reason to invest in that story. Design the visualization for the user, never resort to complexity. And just lastly, create an Excel spreadsheet or a diary of events. It could be sport, music, or entertainment, so you're never short on data sets. And if you want to know more about me, you can follow me on Twitter at Umar Journo, or you can go onto my website at umardejourno.com. Thank you very much.